So I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience traveling with my new M4 Macbook Air on my first trip with it, which is to Taiwan, which is where I am right now, staying with my wonderful friends at their great apartment here in Taipei. But I've just had a week of traveling around with the MacBook Air, and I wanted to give a quick review in terms of what are its benefits, did I have any drawbacks, and how is it for traveling as a daily travel companion? And a little bit about me and my MacBook Air history. This is the first one I've ever bought for myself. I've only ever used them, the ones that were provided for me by schools, although I did end up purchasing one of those as well. It was actually the old Intel MacBook Air, but it was getting old. It was from 2019, I want to say, and it had 8 gigs of RAM, and everything took forever to load. Things stopped working. Chrome wouldn't work on it anymore. I couldn't do any video editing. And I really wanted to get better at video editing, so I needed a computer that could do that. And lo and behold, I settled on a MacBook Air with 24 gigs of RAM and 512 gig hard drive. And I'm really happy with it, honestly. It is the best computer I've ever owned by far. The M4 Apple Silicon is great. I thought I might miss the ports, but I really haven't. I've done pretty much everything wirelessly, which is not a bad solution. Basically, I use my phone to record and take pictures, and I do another equivalent of AirDrop. It's called Blip, and it works great. It's super fast, so I don't miss the ecosystem of not having an iPhone. And everything, when you work on the computer, it's just so fast and smooth. And you can do it on low power mode. The battery life, the rumors are true. It lasts forever. I have tried and not really gotten it down past like 50% battery. It's kind of changing how I think about what I can do with the computer, because the old one, I would use it for an hour or so and the battery would be dead. And so it was really limiting in terms of what I could do and where I could go with it. And I think that's the biggest change for travel, is the fact that I don't feel so tethered to a charging cable. Gives me a sense of freedom. So I took the computer more places. Also, it's super light, of course, even though I do have a case on it, which I know some people don't agree with, but I love this case, and it gives me a little bit more confidence. I think I would rather have a long-term, perhaps, degradation of the hinge than a higher likelihood of a catastrophic break because I don't have cushioning on it if it drops or whatever. Yeah, so this is the computer right here. This is the case that I have on it. It covers the corners really well. I did modify it a little bit and had my friend help, who fixes computers, and he just trimmed up these so it doesn't put pressure on the hinge as much. But yeah, beautiful computer, love it. And with traveling with it, I think it's the perfect travel companion. It's light, it's powerful, you can do anything you need to do on it. All the apps work, and all the programs work, obviously, but that was not the case with my old computer. And I'm a total convert. Would I wish it had anything else? No, not really. I'm thinking about getting the 15-inch just because I love the power of the 13-inch, but I kind of wish that it had a bigger screen sometimes. But I would love to just keep that as home, and this one for travel or portability, because you can't beat it. Honestly, you can't. It's the perfect travel setup. So this is me and my wonderful computer. I'm going to show some pictures that I took on this trip. I've probably been doing that as I've been talking, because you don't want to look at me the whole time. And yeah, oh, screen brightness. The other thing that people worry about with this computer, because it's not the MacBook Pro. I've been using it outside all the time. I'm using it right now outside. It works great. I have put it in direct sunlight, and you can still see the screen fine. I think people really get worried about the display compared to the MacBook Pro, but I couldn't tell any difference when I looked at them side by side. I really did look. I put on the same video on both next to each other, and they looked the same to me. I guess 120 hertz refresh rate is better, but the TV shows we watch are at 24 frames per second, so meh. I'm not gaming on it. I don't know if that would probably make a difference, but I game on my PS5. So this is just a productivity workhorse, and it is powerful. If you're on the fence about getting this, highly recommend it. The benchmarks are true, but beyond the benchmarks, It's a joy to use. It's a joy to even touch it. It just feels premium and wonderful. I love this computer, and I love it for travel, and Taiwan's been amazing. Yeah, thanks so much. Like and subscribe. All right, bye-bye.